Hi everybody, this is Peter, and welcome to a sample playthrough of the hockey board game called Hockey Bones, which is now known as PTG Hockey. It's available through PT Games website. It was originally known as Face Off, and I think the game has been around since over 40 years, I think since the early 70s. And apparently has a very loyal following. I've only been playing it for about a year now, but I thought I'd make this video to show people how the game plays. So I just wanted to give you a sort of a overall view of how much table space this takes. I've got these are the cards for one team here on one side. I use these plastic pocket sheets that are used for holding trading cards, and they hold the Hockey Bones cards very nicely. And that's one team, and that's the other team. Down here is the timing sheet, and each sequence of play is 24 seconds long. This is a quick reference card that I made myself to sort of quickly refer to in terms of how to play certain sequences. And if you're interested in a copy of this, I'll leave my email below the video, and you can contact me and I'll send it to you. Over here is a chart that comes with the game, which has a lot of the common things that you're going to be looking at just about every play of the game. It's very well laid out. And yeah, I just use, for the line changes, I just use tokens. So I'm just going to sort of lay the thing here, and you're going to need, sorry about the glare, it's a very sunny morning. You're going to need 4 6-sided dice, 1 blue, 2 white, and 1 red. And so we'll just get going here. Okay, so I'm just playing, I've got the 66-67 Montreal team on the visitor side, and the Toronto team on the home side. So, we'll start with the face-off, of course. We're going to roll all 4 dice, and so the roll is 4, 4, 9, and then the red die doesn't come into play on the face-off, but it will later. So 4, 9, we look on the face-off section of the chart here. Alright, so it's column 4, row 9, and you see an LD, and the LD is in a lighter color, which means that the visiting team wins the face-off and the puck goes to the left defense. Now, sorry, I just want to mention this. Sorry, before we get started, I just realized that I want to show you some of what a player's card looks like. This is Bob Pulford. The large number here is the defense rating for the player. Star means he's a good penalty killer. Certain players have this pass rating, which will come into effect later, you'll see. He also has this up arrow, which means he's a good forechecker. And so sometimes the rolls will depend on that. Some of the other ratings that are shown on the cards are, you can see Larry Jeffrey here has an S on his card, and that means he's good at screening. And that comes into play during rebounds. Then you have somebody like Jim Pappin has a big I here on his card. That means he's good at intimidation. Some players have more than one. Like, I'm just looking here, Ted Harris on Montreal has 2 intimidation bars. And Dave Keon has an A up here. That's to do with his face-off ability. The main central area of the card is called the action matrix, So when you roll the dice, you're going to be looking at the action matrix. Like the blue die will be read as the column, and the two white die will be read as the row. And then I'll explain these symbols as we go along. And up here is the shooting ranges for the player. N means for on 5-on-5 play. P for power play. D for defense, I believe. And S for shorthanded play. The C is position. The 10 in brackets is his shift rating. So if you want to keep track of how many shifts they play during a game, you can. And then down here are the penalty ratings, so minor, major, game misconduct, and misconduct. The AS is the assist rating. Keon has a scissor rating, and I believe that has to do with shorthanded penalty killing or something like that. And then it has the stats here at the bottom. Okay, so sorry, back to the face-off for a minute. Both Keon and Henri Richard have an A on their cards. So if you look, if you look closely at, say, the 3-2 column, you can see a right wing with a little A beside it. If say Keon was the only one who had an A on the card, and then in that case Keon's team would win the face-off, even though the color is the lighter color, or the orange, meaning that the visitor team would win the face-off. If Keon had an A and Richard did not, then that means Keon's team, the home team, would win the face-off because Keon has the A on his card. And there's AA too, there's some AA face-off players. Okay, so so it's 4-9 was the roll, and that means the visitor left defense. So that means Jacques Laperriere. That's the puck. So I'm going to roll here and look on his action matrix. And so the roll is a 5-10, and the red die is a 1. So we look in column 5, row 10, and the result is a number sign, and that means it's a neutral zone face-off. So the timing of the game is whenever you read a result off the player's action matrix, then you move the timer ahead 24 seconds. So we've done that with Laperriere, so we're going to go with the face-off. That's about the only time you move the timer is when you're consulting the action matrix, so you don't check on it during a shot attempt or a face-off, and then during the power play when there's a first pass, successful pass, is not you don't move the timer ahead. Okay, so we have a face-off again in the neutral zone. The result is a 6-5. 6-5 is the home left wing with the puck. So Frank Mahovlich has the puck. So you're going to roll again, read on his action thing, move the timer ahead, and the result is a 1-6-3. So 1-6 is an X. So we look on the chart here that comes to the game, and X means it's a possible penalty to Mahovlich. So for penalties, we have to roll the blue and the white dice. In this case, it's a 1-2. So a 1, since 1 is odd, we look at this column over here where it says OE, odd for O for odd, E for even. So we look in the O column since the 1 was an odd, and 2 was the white dice roll, and so there's just a dash. And dash means that's a 2-minute minor penalty. Now, since this was a dash, a 2-minute minor, we also check to see if there's a misconduct. Mahovlich's misconduct rating is a 0, so there's no need to roll for a possible misconduct. if a player does have a misconduct rating, then you would have to roll a check for that. And we're going to get to that in range out of range check in a moment. So Mahovlich is in the penalty box, and so for Toronto, and so Montreal now has a power play. So there's a few different things that come into play with a power play, so we'll just see how that goes. Okay, so a roll, and the roll is a 5-8. And we'll just keep the same lines on the ice just for simplicity's sake. If you want, you can have power play lines and penalty kill lines all set. But for this, I'm just going to just go ahead. So the roll is a 5-8. And this shows that the visiting team center has the puck, and it has a PP in superscript beside that. So that would mean even if Toronto won the face-off, Montreal would still get the puck because they're on the power play. Okay, so Henri Richard has the puck. Roll the dice. The roll is a 1-2. And the result on his matrix is a +5. Now, a plus only comes into play if a team is playing shorthanded, so we ignore the plus sign. Now, we have a numeric 5. Since they're on the power play, that number is bumped up to 6. So now what we have to do is check to see if the team defense of Toronto is greater than 6. So on a power play or on a penalty kill, what you do is you add up the team defense ratings of all the players that are on the ice. Again, the defense ratings of the large numbers at the bottom of the card. So Keon is a 4, George Armstrong's a 2, so 6, Alan Stanley's a 3, Tim Horton's a 4. So that's the total is 13. So we look on the team defense chart on the PK4 row, and the team defense is you look at team defense is 13. So you look at 13 on the top, and you go down to the third row, which is the PK4, and then the adjusted team defense is actually 6. And since the roll from Richard's card was a 6, that 6 is greater than or equal to the team defense is 6, so it means there's a shot on goal. And we take the red die roll from the original roll, which is a 6, and you look on Richard's card down this column here, and the 6 says it's a right wing. But since they're on your power play, you want to it says PP center. So actually Richard has the shot. So we're going to there was a since we advanced the time. So sorry for my stammering. It's the first thing in the morning. So okay, so the roll is a 5-12 with a 5. So for a shot attempt, there's two things. You have to look to see if the shot is in the shooter's range, and you also have to check for a block shot. So for a block shot, you look at the white dice roll. So in most cases, you need there is a block shot chart on the top of the main chart page here, and the white die has to be usually a 2, 3, or 11 in order for a possible block shot to happen. So the white dice roll is a 10, so there's no possible block shot on this shot here. So now we look on Richard's shooting card, and we see his P range is 2-6 and 5 in brackets. So this is one of the big things to remember in this game is to determine when a shot is in range or not. So so there's 4 conditions, and one of them have to be met in order for the shot to be in range. I've got a little post-it reminding me of what all these conditions are, because I frequently forget them. I've only been playing the game a little bit. So one of the conditions is that the blue die has to be less than the first number in the shooter's range. So the blue die is a 5, and the first number in Richard's power play range is a 2, so that doesn't meet. The second condition is the blue is equal to the first die and the white is less than the second. So already that doesn't meet it because the blue is the blue is 5. If Richard didn't have a bracket on his shooting range, then there would be another condition to check, but he does have a number. So if it is a bracket, then the blue would have to equal the first, the white would have to equal the second, and the red die would have to be less than or equal to the number in brackets, but none of those happens. So what that means is that Richard makes a shot on goal, but it's outside his range. So we roll again and check on the goalie's card. So the roll is a 4-7 with a 6. So we look on Terry Shawchuk's card. 4-7 is the result is an F, which means he freezes the puck and it's a face-off in the Toronto zone. Okay, so we'll just keep on going here. The face-off roll is a 4-8, and it says the home right wing gets it, but there's a power play symbol beside that, so that means that Montreal's right wing gets the puck since they're on a power play. So it's Bobby Russo has the puck. And we roll the die. The result again is a 4-8. And the result is a star D6. Star means it's going to be a shot. So it's going to be, in this case, the D6 means you have to look at the team defense. And in this case, you're not looking at the totaling up all the defensive ratings. With a D result on the card on the action matrix, you're only looking at the defensive ratings of the two defensemen. And the two defensemen's ratings is a 7. And so the 6 is below that, so it's an interception by Toronto. So we advance to time 2 and we change the lines. So now the second line is on the ice. Sorry, I'll just roll the red die to find out who has the puck. So the red die is a 2. You look on Russo's card on the right-hand side, and the 2 is a center. So that in that case, since Toronto's playing short-handed, you consider the center as an empty position. So in that case, I think Montreal would still retain the puck. So we'll say Jean Beliveau has the puck, and we'll just proceed from there. So the roll is a 6-7, and it's an @ symbol, like that. Just want to show it here on the card. You see it's an @ symbol, and that means that there's a shot if the total pass numbers, excluding Beliveau, are greater than the red die. And the red die is a 3 in this case. So we're looking for this here, the pass +1. Cournoyer doesn't have that. Dick Duff does not have that, and neither of the defensemen have that. So there's no shot, so it's treated as an interception by Toronto. And you look at 3 on Belivau's card on the right-hand side, and it says right wing. So that means Ron Ellis has the puck. So advance the timer. Okay, the roll is a 3-9 on Ellis's card, and it's the result is a P4. So a P is a check against the number of intimidation bars on the other team. So these are these are the big eyes here. So Harris and Harper are the only ones on the ice who have intimidation bars. So that's and there would be a 3. But since Toronto is actually playing short-handed, it's just an automatic interception by Montreal. And you look at 3 on Ellis's card, and it says right defense. So Terry Harper has the puck. So you move the timer, and I believe the penalty is over now. So we're back to 5-on-5. Roll the dice. 2-10 on Harper's card, and it's a PF3. So this PF means it's a forechecker check. So we look on Toronto's team to see if there are any forecheckers on the ice. So we're looking at these up arrows. So Larry Jeffrey has one, Ron Ellis has one, and it's usually just the defensemen or the forwards that have that. So there's 2 players with the forechecking, but the number on the card was a 3. So that means that passes that check. So that means it's going to be a shot on goal. So since we look on, the roll is from Harper's card, and the red result is a 6, and it says right defense. So Harper has the shot. So the roll for Harper's shot, and the roll is a 4-7-5. So the white dice roll is a 7, so there's no possible block shot here. So we just check to see if the shot is in range on Harper's card. I think I've made a mistake on who actually had the puck, but we'll just sort of go with this. Harper's shooting ranges are all 0, so that means he can't score in the initial shot attempt. So it's out of his range. So we roll here, and we check on Sawchuk's card, the goalie card, and it's a 4-4. And the result is a star with a small c. That means the star means that if the shot was in range, then that would be a goal. The shot is not in range, so we look at the small c. The small c means that the shooting team retains the puck, and the shooting team center has the puck. So that means Jean Beliveau now has the puck. So move the timer, and we roll on Belivau's card, and it's a 4-9. And the result is a P. And to be honest, I forget what that is. So I'll just roll what that is. Sorry about that. So I'll just roll again. 5-9. I was looking on the table. I didn't see what actual P means. I think P means penalty. Oh no, X means penalty. Sorry. So it's a 5-9, and the number is 7. So that's just you're looking at the team defense. Now we just have a regular 5-on-5 situation where we're checking for the team defense. So if you look on the team defense chart at the top here, you can see up 5-on-5. So if it's a center has the puck, you look at the team defense of the you look at the defensive ratings of the left defense, the right defense, and the other team's center -2. So Pronovo is a 3, Hillman is a 5, and Red Kelly is a 2. So that's 3, 5, 7. -2 is 5. And the number on Belivau's card is a 7, so that passes that check. So it's a shot on goal. And the red die is a 2, and it says the center. So Beliveau has a shot. The roll is a 3-8. The white die is an 8, and there's no possible block shot. And so we check to see if it's in Belivau's shooting range. So the blue die is a 3, and Belivau's normal shooting range, the N, is a 2-2 and a 1 in brackets. So right away you can say, since the blue number has to be less than or equal to, the blue die rate has to be less than or equal to the first number in the shooter's range, then you can see right away that it's not within his range. So we roll on Sawchuk's card, and it's a 1-7, and it's a star and a small right wing, lowercase right wing. So it means Montreal again has the puck, and it's Yvan Cournoyer. has it. So we're rolling Cournoyer's column. It's a 1-7. And the result is an R, which means it's a shot and a rebound. So we roll on Cournoyer's card. White die is a 4, so there's no block shot. The check for his shooting is 3-4, and his Cournoyer's shooting range is 2-7 with a 4 in brackets. So again, it's not within his shooting range. So we roll on Sawchuck's card again. So the roll was a 6-4, and it's a stars lowercase c. So Montreal still gets the puck back. So so we just move the timer ahead, and we change lines again. And you can change. Since Beliveau has the puck and the lines change, he can't change, so that the wingers will change and the defense will change, but not Beliveau just yet until he gets at the puck or there's a whistle. So we roll on Belivau's card again. So it's a 2-6, and the number is 9. And again, for a center, you look at the left defense and the right defense and the center, and then you subtract 2 from that. On Toronto's defense, and the result is a 5, so that 9 beats the 5, so it's a shot on goal. And the red die is a 5, so it says right defense, so that means Noel Price has the shot. So it's a 1-4, 4, no block shot, and 1-4. So that's possible that it could be within range, but Noel Price's shooting ranges are all 0, so they're outside of his range. So we roll on Sawchuck's card. 3-7, and the result is an F, so it's frozen for a face-off. Okay, so we'll just keep going here because there could be some other results that come up that might be of interest. Okay, the face-off roll is a 4-11. Now Beliveau has changed the puck, and Ralph Backstrom is on the ice for Montreal. 4-11. So it's the visitor right wing has the puck. So that's Claude LaRose. Roll the dice, and then it's a 5-7, and that's the @ symbol. So that means we look at the pass ratings. So Backstrom has a pass +2, Ferguson has a pass +1. So that's 3. And the red die is a 4. So the total pass ratings is less than the die, so it's an interception. And the red die is a 4. And we look on LaRose's card, since he had the puck, and the 4 says right wing, so that means Toronto's right wing has the puck, and that's Jim Pappen. So we advance the timer. The roll on Pappen's card is a 4-7, and it says R, so that's a shot and a rebound. So that's a shot and a rebound for Pappen. So let's roll the check for the shot. So the white die roll is a 2, so it's possible that this is a block shot. So for a block, we check on the block shot chart. There has to be 3 blockers on Montreal on the ice. But we can take a look, and what we're looking for are the big B's on the card. But on the ice is Jean-Guy Talbot and Noel Price. None of them have block ratings, and so there's no possible block shot here. And so the roll is a 5-2. So we're looking on Pappen's card, and his since the blue die is a 5, that's a very high number, so it's unlikely that his shooting range is in there. Pappen's range is 2 to 11, so that's automatically out of range. So since this is a rebound, we're going to roll on the goalie's card, but we're going to ignore any non-goal results from the goalie card, and then the result will be a rebound. So we look on Rogie Vachon's goalie card, 4-11. It says right wing in uppercase, which would normally mean that Montreal's right wing would have the puck. But since it is a rebound situation, the result is a rebound. So we look at the red die, which was a 4, and we look on Vachon's rebound column. It's just similar to the skaters' columns to see who gets the rebound shot. And the red die is a 4, so Toronto's right defense gets the rebound shot, and that is Kent Douglas. So in this situation, what we have to check first is to see if Montreal has cleared the rebound. So what we do is we look at the defenseman's columns, and we're looking at the smaller numbers here next to the big numbers. So Price's clearing rating is a 3, Talbot's is a 3, and that's a total of 6. So we also look to see if there's anybody on Toronto who has an S. Sorry, not an S. Yes, sorry, an S. But it has to be somebody other than the shooter. So Pulford and Stemkowski don't have an S, so that doesn't affect the clearing ratings of Montreal. Papin does have an S, but he's the shooter, so he can't possibly screen his own shot. So the clearing rating is a 6. So what we do is we roll. We look on the clear chart here in the middle of the chart, and 6 for the defensive rating of 6. Montreal will have cleared the puck if the range is 312. So we roll 3 dice, and the blue is a 3, and the white is an 8. So that passes the clearing check. So the condition for in range. So the blue die 3 is equal to the 3 in the range the range from the clearing chart, and the white die 8 is less than the 12, which is the second number in the range on the clearing chart. So that means that Montreal has successfully cleared the puck, and so what we do is we treat this as an interception. So Papin made the shot on the goal. Vachon saved it. The rebound went to Kent Douglas. Sorry, I made a mistake. So Kent Douglas had the rebound shot. So Papin had the screen. So you would reduce the clearing ratings by 1. So instead of 6, it's actually 5. So 5, the range is 3-7-3. So so in that case, the roll of 3-8-3 is outside the range required to clear the puck. So Montreal has not cleared the puck. So Douglas does have a rebound shot. So that actually, it's good that I made that mistake, because you can see what it means when a team successfully clears the puck on a rebound. Then it's treated as an interception. You would just look at the red die from the shooter's on the shooter's column on the far right to see who on the other team would get the puck. So Douglas's shot, Montreal doesn't clear the puck, and so we look at we roll on Douglas's column to see if it's in range or not. So it's a 1-5-6. Douglas's normal range is 1-5. And he doesn't have a brackets on his shooting range, so that meets the condition for being an in-range shot. The blue die 1 is equal to the first number in his range, which is also 1, and the white dice is 5, and that matches the second number in his range. So that's an in-range shot. So now re-roll on Vachon's card and get a 4-6. And the result is an F. So Vachon saves the puck and he's frozen it, and it's a face-off. Now, since this shot was in range, if we had rolled something on Vachon's card where we had, say, a 4-2, where it would be Star's left defense, the star means that that would be a goal, since the shot was in range. Same thing as if he had a result of, say, a 4-4, where it says right wing goal. That would mean Montreal's right wing would have the puck, but since the shot was in range, it would have been a goal. So that just sort of shows you what how the in range and out of range thing works on the goalie card. Okay, I think I'll stop there because we did get a couple of results in that last little sequence that did show a few different things, like a shot being in range, and then what happens on the goalie card when that happens. And we also had a rebound situation with a clearing attempt and screenshots, and I think that's most of it. There's some other, like I said, the chart that comes with the game explains all the different symbols, and so it's just a quick look at the chart if you don't remember what something means. It does take a while to remember what all the symbols are, but it's the more that you play the game, the more this will become second nature, and you won't have to check on that chart so much. There are also some strategy options. If either team chooses to play a pressure game, then that there's certain results on the cards that will come into play during those pressure situations. And there's also a checking. If either team decides to play a checking game, that would mean if you get a numeric result on a card, you would the team that's doing it would I think get their number reduced by 1 if you're doing a checking 1, or if you're doing a checking 2 situation, the result would be reduced by 2. There's also injury checks that comes up if there's a question mark on the card, like usually it's from an icing result. And yeah, so it's I like this game. It has a nice flow to it, as you can see. It's a bit slow because I'm sort of trying to explain things as I go along. But as I said, it is a fun game to play. It's been around for a long time, and there's some long-time face-to-face leagues in play. And Tim Plum, the publisher of the game, is a great guy. He really cares about his customers. Not that others don't, but he's also one of these. He's really a great guy. So I highly recommend this game. The season's available. He has seasons from the late 60s, and then I think he's got just about every season from the early 2000s onward, and then a few seasons in between, maybe. The game's available as a printed version and also in PDF version. So I ordered the PDFs because I live in Canada, so I don't want to pay the shipping costs. So I just I get the sheets and I print them on cardstock and I cut them out. But you can also get a printed version if you prefer to order the printed version. Yeah. So if you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and I'll post my my email address if you want a copy of that quick reference card. And thank you very much.